Central Florida, the city of Orlando is the scene for the Raptors. A polished game and a will to win. That's what R.J. Barrett brings to the table. His team will lean on his leadership as they prepare for the Magic. Raptors Magic is next. We're back in just a moment.
This is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And the starting group for the Celtics. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mobley out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's James in at the shooting guard position. And Atlanta with possession here. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Curry with a steal. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Got to be careful around Curry. He has outstanding court awareness, and his steals, look, he does it perfectly.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
And Allie, thank you for that.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Gobert passes to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
The first one falls. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Shots good by James.
I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Tatum against James. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The Hawks need to get one up here. Gobert. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
James against Thompson. Outside Davis. And here's Curry for 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Tatum. Antetokounmpo covering. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Takes a step back. Pass to Curry. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson in the post. James is there. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
A big block from the big fella Anthony Davis, putting every inch of that wingspan to work there.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. 1:46 left to play in the first. So they take the lead.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just, look, he's ready.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Yet to see a basket for three. And there's James on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
James outside. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going for the lob. And Davis slams it home.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side Tatum. On the wing Thompson. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. .32 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside Curry. The three ball. He drops it from range. Curry's got 5.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama, screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander off the mark from 16 feet. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Boston?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
They've got Rudy Gobert. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Thompson, and it's Wembanyama in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And it's Tatum with the ball for Atlanta. Trailing by 4. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Shot is up. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Wembanyama's got his first 2 points. So it's Boston now. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Curry. To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper. It'll be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Off the inbound. And Thompson with a lay-in. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Mobley. Pass to Curry from outside the arc. The rebound by Atlanta.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Antetokounmpo finds James. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And here's Curry for three. The shot's good on the assist by James. Curry's got his third basket on the night right there. Hawks trail by 3. Thompson outside. Inside. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to James. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Davis. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. That won't go either for Curry.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Tatum against Mobley. Tatum passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Mobley grabs the board. Boston has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Pass to James. Mobley outside. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Curry. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
In traffic, Wemby goes to work. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
1:25 left to play in the second quarter. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner. Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
James passes to Mobley. There's 48 seconds left in the second. Oh, Curry, a sick triple.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate. Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Celtics. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Mobley out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Boston leading by 3. Antetokounmpo inside, defended by Thompson. Out to Mobley. Here's the three. The rebound by the Hawks.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. And Davis has got the ball here for Boston. And here's Curry for three. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. And it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Tatum against James. Left side, Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Mobley outside. Back to James. And slam dunk by James.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Tatum, a screen on Curry. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Back to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama, screen on James. Looking to end this cold spell. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. And James gets it to go.
Once the last three went in, I looked at LBJ and I was like, yo, I think he's going to try and respond.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston pulls it in. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Mobley. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists in the game. Hawks trail by 8. Outside Tatum. Out to Thompson. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Gobert from the arc. Boston pulls it in. James deciding where to go with it. Mobley passes to Davis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Thompson. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Something we don't always talk about with Davis because he's so talented is his elite understanding of the game, his basketball IQ.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Incredible. He will hit that from another time zone.
Boston leading by 7. Mobley outside. Pass to Curry. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Davis with a screen on Wembanyama. To baseline, Jay. Another miss by Antetokounmpo.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Wembanyama against Antetokounmpo. Davis with a screen on Wembanyama. Antetokounmpo for three. No good that time. The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Wembanyama, Jason Tatum out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Thompson in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Hawks trail by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Tatum. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 4. Back to Tatum. From downtown. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he's going for the oop here. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Tatum, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound Boston. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. Pass to Mobley. The 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And here's Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama, screen on Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Tatum. Now Wembanyama. Pass to Gobert. Back to Wembanyama. Tatum way outside. The rebound, Celtics. Davis has got rebound number 8 now. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. James passes to Curry. Here's James on the wing. James double team. Stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Thompson. Driving to the basket. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Tatum with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gobert. Gobert, too strong.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
James, outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The jump hook. No good off the glass.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Davis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Davis. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Boston's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pass to James. And now we've got an intentional foul. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
43 seconds left in the game, and that's an intentional foul.
Team second. At the line for the Celtics, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Timeout called, the Hawks. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Up top, Tatum. And it's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Wembanyama, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 17 seconds left in the game. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Outside Wembanyama. Shoots over Mobley. Count it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, an impressive...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
Oh, say does that.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action. On. K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. LeBron James is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Durant, and it's Mobley in at the 4 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Bam Adebayo is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Curry. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Davis in at the 5. Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry's shot is off. Now James. That's to Gobert. Now Giannis. Count it from 12. Antetokounmpo's got the first basket of the game for Boston.
Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
Here's Curry. James defending. Curry can't get it to go.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
James, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Mobley. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one comes up a bit short.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now, here's Mobley. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, not going to get over on KD here. If you give him a chance to attack the basket, he'll be at the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. No one near him. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
Outside Durant. James outside. Shot clock at 5. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And once he gets down in the paint, there's not much you're going to do to stop the King.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Daigneault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Curry. Gobert pulls it in. Boston leading by 4. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Antetokounmpo banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it falls over the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
LeBron outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Wembanyama against Mobley. Pass to Curry. Here's Davis. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, like an octopus in there. Feels like AD just doesn't stop. How many arms does he have?
Giannis kicks to KD. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 5.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Davis with a screen on Giannis. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Evan Mobley. Antetokounmpo out there with James. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Durant in at the 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Durant with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. And they're trailing by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Curry with the 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
Outside, KD. Durant, money from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
You know what to do. Show what you do.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Davis.
Well, at that range, Davis is pretty much automatic. He's going to score it.
Mobley outside to the inside. Durant on the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And LeBron throws it down.
Not the first, and certainly not the last time we'll see this. LeBron finding airspace.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lots of room. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
KD passes to Giannis. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
But you see how Giannis scans the floor. It's actually easy at his size, involving his guys and showing his ability to pick the defense apart.
Outside Curry takes a 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Curry's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. LeBron outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. James, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Count that bucket. Giannis has got 7 points in the game.
You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Pass to Curry. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Yeah, all those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Davis with a screen on James. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Celtics. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got Davis. Wembanyama's out there with Adebayo. Then it's Curry. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the one. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Giannis with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Shooting for Boston, Giannis Antetokounmpo. One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Gilgeous-Alexander against LeBron. Kicks it out to Giannis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Giannis has got 13.
And Giannis not afraid to stretch it out that time with the three ball.
Pass to Curry. And Wembanyama outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Davis.
Man, there should be a law against that right there. AD, size, athleticism, and then he gives you the J.
Antetokounmpo dishes to James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
Oftentimes when the stakes are raised, you go to your favorite move. We know he's very comfortable around the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Curry.
Offensive screen set out of bounds. Celtics ball.
Boston leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. 13 points in the game. Six on the shot clock. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just no panic from Giannis. He's excellent at making sure to get off a good look in time. Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
In fact, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Giannis dishes to James. Lets a floater go, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:41 left to play here in the third. Wembanyama high post. Pass to Curry. Sweet move. Gobert with the block. Durant for 3. Good! Durant from way past the arc.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's James. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And they're trailing by 6. Wembanyama down low. KD's on it. And it's good for 2.
Defenders try to knock Wembanyama off his rhythm, but he knows it's coming and he's prepared for it.
To the paint. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Right side Curry. For the 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Thunder. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. LeBron passes to KD. Gobert with a screen on Adebayo. KD's shot is off. And here is Davis. 10 points for him. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Mobley.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Thunder have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Celtics lead by 1. And for How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Boston, Gobert is out there with Mobley. That's Durant. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's James in at the 2-guard spot. LeBron is doubled. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Thunder with the lead. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry outside. The rebound by the Celtics. Mobley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. Antetokounmpo's got 20.
And Giannis really trusting his rhythm right now with his offensive game.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Curry buries the 3-shot.
Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
KD looking around. Up top, Gobert. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. And that one is good. Giannis has got 15 points in just the second half.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
It's Curry outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Adebayo. Wembanyama finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
LeBron with a screen on Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis.
Got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
And both free throws good for James.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama against Mobley. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. LeBron kicks to Durant. Antetokounmpo passes to Gobert. And now Adebayo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. No good on his first attempt of the game.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Curry. And Davis sends it back.
No surprise why AD has led the league in blocks before.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder. Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, and nailed 5 of them. Gobert with a screen on Curry. And they double up Giannis. The kick out to LeBron. Oh, they get it back. Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Back to Davis. Yes!
Well, with the game's outcome hanging in the balance, Davis does exactly what he needs to do. A gigantic shot from their big man.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. James finds Giannis. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And none better, Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And wants their best move at this point.
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City take. Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Starting at point guard, standing
Scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. They've got Joel Embiid. Anthony Davis is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's James in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Davis. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. For three, James. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander against Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Pass to James. Mobley grabs the board.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Davis can't hit. The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Curry. Mobley, a screen on James. And a deep three from Curry. No good from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's James. Over Leonard. James, that's good.
That in-between distance is a tough one to master. Not for LeBron, though.
Leonard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard passes to Mobley. Pass to Curry. Let's go with a three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seemed confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by James.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Outside Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Good on the second one. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Curry. Antetokounmpo outside. 1:44 left in the first quarter here. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And Davis slams it home.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
Pass to Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Nails the wide-open jumper.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Curry finds Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gobert. Now Embiid. Embiid drawing the double teams. Here's James. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Leonard outside. Lets it go from the wing. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Boston out in front, leading by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. LeBron James out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Davis in at the 4. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Embiid. Pass to Gobert. And here's James. Shoots over Curry. The shot by James. No good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Antetokounmpo. The pass to Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Mobley outside. Curry with it. The three is up. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by James. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game. Boston's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Wembanyama, pass to Leonard. No good on the three.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And the shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. No good on the free throw. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
The Thunder have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
The Celtics have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Leonard passes to Curry. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's on. Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Thunder trail by 4. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Wembanyama out there with Evan Mobley. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Antetokounmpo in at point guard. That's the Boston Five. Curry against James. Antetokounmpo outside. Leonard outside. The three is up. Leonard beyond the line.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Leonard. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. James, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to James.
I see him.
Four on the clock. Shot from 16. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Davis. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. A deep three. Hauled in by Curry. Boston leading by 4. Outside Wembanyama. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gobert. Wembanyama, pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. And stolen by Gobert. Now James. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to James. Pass to Gobert. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's on Stephen Curry.
And when you foul Gobert, you really got to foul him, or he'll just power right through.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countrymen Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
One shot. And that one falls for Gobert. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Wembanyama against Gobert. Pass to Curry. Back to Wembanyama. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City trailing. James outside. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Embiid for the lead, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
Oklahoma City shooting their second and third shots at the line here. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by one. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
Attention fans, now on the court is your HUD squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's time for T-shirts. .125 left in the third quarter. Mobley outside. Back to Curry. To the inside. Wembanyama. Misses the baby hook. And so James will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Ooh, look at Embiid converting it close.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Celtics trail by 3. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Mobley. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the basket by Curry.
Making the defense look absolutely helpless. He's in full control.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Embiid drawing the double team. Beyond the arc. The rebound, Celtics. Curry with it. 17 points in the game. Antetokounmpo for three. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Tie game in Boston. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got Anthony Davis. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with James. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Embiid in at the three, the small forward. And stolen by Mobley. Gritty finish in close by Davis.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
On the wing, Curry. 20 feet out. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 19 points.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 points. That one goes. And the Thunder lead by 2.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
Curry, a screen on Davis. Now here's Curry. 5 on the clock. They double team Curry. Buried from 15 feet out. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Using the mid-range area of the floor, Curry, an offensive mastermind.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Antetokounmpo covering. Here's Embiid. Oh, wow! Embiid! So strong!
The control and focus from Embiid. Able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best moves. Let's go! You have the camera on you. Dancing machine. No thanks.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Wembanyama. Joel Embiid with the board.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Mobley. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
He's off on the first. He does not get the second one. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Physical play by LeBron inside.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gobert. Fades away. That's good from Embiid on the assist by Gobert.
And one thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the ball.
On the wing, Curry. Check by James. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Davis with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Gobert with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Wembanyama, screen on Davis. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Gobert against Mobley. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gobert. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 20 feet out. Cash.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. Money!
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Pass to Mobley. Leonard on the wing. Mobley on a screen. Leonard inside. Oh, no good! We're headed for overtime. Regulation is ended. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got LeBron James. Joel Embiid is out there with Davis. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Gobert in at center. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to James. Classic move by LeBron James.
And Shai's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Antetokounmpo, pass to Curry. Offline with a three. Thunder with a lead. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. James outside. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points in the game. A minute into overtime of what's been a great one so far. Here's Curry. Ooh, Curry up and in through contact. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Boston's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Curry. He's nearing a 30-point game here.
Yeah, B.A., he's been decisive and aggressive.
Down low. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Now James. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over on Antetokounmpo. The Thunder with another miss. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Davis with it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
To tie it up. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
First team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Here's Leonard from the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Curry, second personal foul. Third.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Pass to Wembanyama. Mobley outside. Boston, no good that time either.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.